I'm Sarah, and this is Audrey. We are creating this video to change the stereotypical thought of who contributes to a university.
What first comes to mind when you hear the word college? Probably the first thing that comes to mind is professors preparing students for their future careers. Hard-working students graduating with a variety of majors also comes to mind.
What do you think of when you hear someone mention Penn State? You probably think of the iconic symbols of the university. Does Joe Paterno, Beaver Stadium, the Nittany Lion, Old Main, the Creamery, 4 straight national championships in women's volleyball come to mind? How about being a proud Penn Stater? Or does the recent scandal sadly overshadow all the above thoughts?
I bet the images that did not come to mind are the people who keep the university running. These people are not the university officials and definitely not the highest ranking on the payroll. These people work to feed students healthy meals, to keep students safe, to ensure classrooms are clean, and to maintain the university's stately structures.
In this video, we will explore some of the previous mentioned jobs and the impact that these people have on the university as a whole. These unsung heroes you may not even notice around campus, but their contributions also help students succeed. The purpose of this project was to highlight how Penn State makes life better, and how these hardworking individuals certainly do just that.
My name is Sandy. I've been employed at Penn State for over 3 years now. I work in the maintenance department. I am originally from Hazleton, Pennsylvania. I came here for 20 weeks temporary, and the job position opened permanent, and I was hired. I'm actually a grade 10, and I maintain the grand building, mopping floors, cleaning the chalkboards, and when snow comes, I get to shovel snow, help out in any way I can. Very nice environment to be in, pleasant environment. Everybody pitching in, helping each other out, and working with the maintenance department is very nice. Some days can be very hectic when there's events going on. We all tend to stick together and help each other out by moving tables, some physical work. Great to be here. The environment makes it so much better, and just keeping the buildings clean gives it a nice appearance. No, they pretty much take care of, help pitch in. Not leaving me a mess.
My name is Officer De Laurentiis. I am a police officer, 1 of 5 actually, at Penn State Hazleton. I have 3 daughters, a husband, a cat, and a dog. I've been employed at Penn State Hazleton as a police officer for almost 15 years. My background includes an associate degree in criminal justice. I have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I have a master's degree in higher education, organizational management administration, and I also have a second concentration in student affairs and student development. Here at Penn State Hazleton, our police department is comprised of 5 people. We cover this campus 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We also fall in Sugarloaf Township, which is Penn State Hazleton is located. They also have their own police department who also patrol up here. However, if something happens, it is our jurisdiction, our responsibility to respond, but they will back us up should they be needed. We also have the state police across the street. We all help and respond and back each other up depending on what kind of help we each need. We conduct investigations on theft, hit and runs. If students are sick, we attend to students if we get the call till an ambulance comes. We handle suicidal ideations, overdoses, anything that any other police department would handle within their jurisdiction, we handle here. almost 15 years ago, I was working at Domestic Violence Servicing Center up in Luzerne County in the courthouse. I was a court advocate. And what that is I helped females and males file protection from abuse orders, and I also was a participant in the child abuse reporting part of everything also. While I was on maternity leave with my last child, I saw an ad in the paper for Penn State Hazleton looking for a police officer, so I decided to apply. And then I think it was 9 months later, I got a call asking if I was still interested, and I started the process of filling out the paperwork and going through the interview process. Well, the last part of that is I wouldn't change any part of my job. I love what I do. Ever since I was 18 in high school, I always wanted to be a police officer. I've always known that, and I think I was lucky, one of the lucky ones to know that. As far as the highs and the lows is, what's awful is the things that people go through. We're meeting people sometimes on the worst day of their lives, if that makes any sense to you. And a lot of times we're the most needed and the most unwanted at the time also, if that makes sense to any of you. Some of the positives is we're helping people. I love to help people. I like to be there. I will listen to you. I will help you in any way that I can. All right, I'm gonna take you on patrol with me a little bit.
Okay.
Hey guys. All right, some of the things that we do is, as a courtesy, one of the things we do is jumpstart vehicles. We have a jumpstart box. We don't hook car to car anymore. There's a box that we carry around, which is great, something new. We also help students and faculty and staff, should they lock their keys in their vehicle, we open up the car for them, should it be not so new that they have the security system in there that overrides it. Because sometimes we'll try and open up the car and the new security systems override what we're trying to do, and the car thinks it's being stolen. So then you do need to call a locksmith. One of the other things that we do when we're called for medical emergencies, should we have someone who has a bloody nose or whatever, we have this medical bag here, and inside it there's eye protection, there's infectious control stuff, meaning gloves for us, maybe a mask. If we do mouth to mouth, we also have a mask for that, so that we're not mouth to mouth, as it sounds, to not to transfer any kind of diseases. This is an emergency call box. We have 21 of these on campus. You'll see a lot of them that are tall and what we call a staunch box. We also have the phones on walls throughout the campuses. You'll see them on every floor of Costas. You'll see them in the entrances of North Hall and of South Hall. What happens is this red button here, it calls 911. It does not call us. And what you would do is press the red button, which I'll demonstrate for you right here, and just listen to what happens. Come on, get a little closer so you can hear it. You hear it dialing? It's dialing 911. She's getting ready to pick up. Non-emergency. This is Officer De Laurentiis, Penn State Hazleton. I was just checking an emergency call box. Thank you. And now, see, she just hung up. But when you call for an emergency, say maybe there's a fight going on or somebody's feeling sick and you don't have your cell phone or anything, you hit this button that calls 911 and they will dispatch for you. You tell them what's going on. Police, emergency, and fire. Once they get that call from you, they will even see that. Yeah. Penn State, that was me.
Okay, 10-4.
See, once I make that call, they'll call us and notify us that a call was received from a 911 emergency phone. The police department carries this phone with them. Who's ever on duty always has his phone on them. What happens is, if somebody would come here and we're not here and they need us, Instead of calling the 450-3333 number, all you have to do is pick up this handle on this phone, and when you pick this up, it'll ring this phone. So who's ever working, watch, this phone's going to ring. It's going to ring. There it is. You hear it ringing? And I'll answer it, and I'll say, Police Department Officer De Laurentiis. At that time, you and I will be connected, and you can tell me what your needs are. Some of the community education programs that we sponsor in our department is engraving. A lot of students who live in the dorms like to have some things engraved, which we think is a good idea, because if you would bring in a stereo or an iPod or a TV or an Xbox, we always say mark it with something that's individual to you and you know where you put it, nobody else knows where you put it, so that you can ID it should somebody come and take it and steal it. Some of the other things that we do are alcohol awareness programs. We'll meet with students who want to put on different programs, and we'll talk about alcohol and give you a bunch of information on that. We also do drug awareness, and we'll do a big presentation on drug awareness, and we'll bring in some stuff that we've confiscated throughout the years. And some of the other officers came from other police departments, so we have stuff from where they were that they were able to use as educational tools for all the students. Some of the other continuing community education things are domestic violence. I do a lot of stuff on domestic violence, also dating violence. Love's not supposed to hurt, and it shouldn't hurt. So if it's an unhealthy relationship, that's not good for anybody, male or female. We also have identity theft programs that we will provide to students who request them. Basically, if any student comes to us and say, you know, I'd like to give an educational program on whatever, we will make sure that we have enough time that we can get stuff together, and then we will set up a date and time, and then we will give the presentation on any kind of information that is needed at that time. Okay? Let's see, what else? Oh, rape aggression defense training. I'm a certified instructor along with Chief Conway. We are certified in the female-only RAD program. It is a 9-hour course or a 12-hour course. The 9-hour course is all classroom instruction, and the 12-hour course is the 9 hours that I just told you about, plus a 3-hour physical with a red man suit, where Officer Conway would dress up in a red man suit and you would do physical moves on him, like self-defense moves that you would learn within the program. They've made my life better that I've been able to work in the community that I was lived in, and I was able to raise my children here. They gave me the opportunity to do what I love doing, and I didn't have to leave my family to go do it like most kids at that, you know, back in the day had to do. I try and make students' lives better by just being there and listening to them. Sometimes all they need, because this is their home away from home, and sometimes they just need somebody to talk to and listen to, and maybe to bounce things off of. And I not only am not just a police officer here, sometimes I look at them. I have 458 kids who live here, and I have another couple hundred that drive back and forth here. So I feel like everybody is my child here. No, I don't think students take the services that we provide for granted. Sometimes I don't think they even are aware of all the services that we do provide to them. They don't know where to find them, don't know where to look, and I always tell them for how technically attached they are to everything. All they have to do is go and look, and we have our websites on there within the Penn State homepage, or they could just call or walk over and say, you know, do you have this, do you have that? We try everything, but there's also a part on the student's part where they need to actively go looking.
Now that the video has ended, what do you think? How do you feel? Will you look at a university the same way again?
Hopefully you have a better understanding of the large impact that these people behind the classroom scenes make, and how not to take their roles for granted. As you can see, both the faculty and staff at Penn State care about making life better for all students in every possible way. We are